Today I'm sharing exactly what I eat in a day to stay in a calorie deficit while still hitting my high protein and high fiber goals. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mika, I'm 25, I work in IT, and I'm really into fitness and building discipline in my daily life. I love weightlifting, cycling, and I recently started running as well. I'm currently training for my first 10K race at the end of April, which has been such a fun challenge. So let's get into the video. For breakfast, I like to start my day with something high protein and high fiber. Shocker. My go-to breakfast right now is 3 scrambled eggs with 2 pieces of ancient grain toast with some strawberry jam on top with a protein coffee latte on the side. I normally have my coffee about an hour after my breakfast, so I guess you could call it a snack, but I'm going to include it with breakfast for now. So breakfast comes out to 621 calories with 60 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, 55 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fat. For lunch, I have protein oatmeal. I start with 60 grams of rolled oats, add about half a cup of boiling water, and let that cook for a couple of minutes. Then I add in a scoop of my favorite protein powder of all time, Revolution Nutrition High Whey Protein Powder. I currently have the caramel ice cap flavor, which I highly recommend. It is one of their most tasty flavors I've had so far. Then I add 8 grams of PB Fit powdered peanut butter. I really do love this stuff. It makes staying in my deficit so much easier because I really love peanut butter, but sometimes you just can't fit it in the macros. Now for the best part. I add in 30 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips. They make the oatmeal so much more elevated, and because the oatmeal is hot, the chocolate chips melt and make it super rich and very decadent. Then I add a banana, 150 grams of Greek yogurt, and about 10 grams of toasted pumpkin seeds on top. So lunch comes out to 615 calories, 60 grams of protein, 9.5 grams of fiber, 80 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat. If you guys have any staple high protein meals that you eat on repeat, please let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for new recipes to try that help me reach my goals. One of mine is definitely the protein oatmeal for sure. Snack time! I normally have some fruit for a snack, and today it's strawberries. This was 200 grams of strawberries, which comes out to 70 calories, with 15 grams of carbs and 4 grams of fiber. My partner and I have been fighting off a cold recently, so I made a hearty soup for dinner for us. I started by cooking the rice. I normally eat 80 grams of jasmine rice, and I like to cook it with a bouillon cube so it gets some extra flavor. Today we're using chicken bouillon. While the rice is cooking, I chopped up some Roma tomatoes and 100 grams of paneer. I recently started adding paneer to soup, and I will never go back. It's a really firm cheese, so it doesn't melt fully into the soup. So every once in a while you get this bite of soft, cheesy, soupy goodness. It's so delicious. Then I cooked up 225 grams of ground chicken to add into the soup as our main protein source. I seasoned the ground chicken with salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. Once the rice is done, I added in a can of vegetable soup and heated everything up together. After everything is done cooking, I just split it into 2 bowls using the kitchen scale. Eat 1 bowl for me, the watermelon one obviously, and a bowl for my partner. So dinner comes out to 970 calories, 63 grams of protein, 8.5 grams of fiber, 100 grams of carbs, and 35 grams of fat. And all the nutritional information in this meal is for a single serving. I always like to end the day with a little sweet treat, so I normally have a few pieces of dark chocolate, but we ran out of dark chocolate recently, so today I did 30 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So that's what I eat in a day. It comes out to about 2,400 calories, 180 grams of protein, 270 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fiber, and 75 grams of fat. So that puts me in about a 600 calorie deficit, and I've been doing that for about a month now, so this weekend is going to be a refuel weekend, so I'll hit my maintenance calories. If you're interested in tracking what you eat, I highly recommend getting a kitchen scale. When I first started tracking and in my fitness journey, I was doing it without a scale and I was trying to eyeball it, and I found that my estimations were really far off. So it was really hard to tell if I was eating enough or not eating enough. There's just a lot of guesswork. And I found once I got a kitchen scale, it eliminated all of those unknowns. I found that I was hitting my right targets. I also found that it dirtied a lot less dishes, so I was using less measuring cups and spoons, so it was a lot faster and it took a lot less time. I think kitchen scales are around $15 or $20 now, so in my opinion they're definitely worth the investment. So that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging around. I'm planning to share more content around fitness, running, and building disciplined habits, especially as I'm training for my 10K at the end of April. So if you're interested in following along, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!